Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you along with me for a full day in my kitchen. I'm also going to be doing some other homemaking things, but today I'm really going to be focusing on food prep. Just like all other Midwesterners right now, I know we're expecting some really bad weather this weekend. So today I'm going to be taking the opportunity to kind of just make some of our family's favorites just to have on hand in case we do lose power. So a few of the things that we're going to be making today is I'm making double batches of everything. So this morning I have kind of our favorite mixed berry muffin. So I'm going to do a double batch of that. We're going to eat some this morning for breakfast, and then I'll probably put the rest in the freezer in case we do need them. And this afternoon, I'm going to make some of our favorite cookies. And then this evening, I'm also going to be making some rolls. I'll double batch those as well. That way we have extra, again, to have on hand. And then I'm also going to make my own kind of bone broth kind of soup base, and then make a really kind of like really rich beef stew for tonight. And then also I'm going to make a big pot of it. So I'm hoping to have at least 2 meals left over to use it for after that. That's what we have planned today. I hope you enjoy coming along as I spend the day in my kitchen and just doing all the fun homemaking things. We are going to be happy for him. Yeah. What you doing over there? I'm a calculator. Yes, you like calculators? So after breakfast is all done and tidied up, this is when I like to spend about 15 minutes doing a morning routine, kind of quick speed clean throughout my house. This normally entails a quick vacuum of the living room. This really helps me stay on top of everything, is to take these 15-minute windows all throughout my day. And because we do have a wood stove right now, it always is a mess no matter really what time of day I'm choosing to vacuum. So I always run the vacuum through the first time in the morning right after breakfast. And then this is also the time that I'll go through our kiddos' bedroom, just make the toddlers' beds. And then also at this time, this is when I will get everyone ready for the day. At this point in our day, it's about mid-morning, and so we're going to go ahead and start on our cookies. This recipe is one of our all-time favorites. I will have it linked down below. It's honestly just a really classic oatmeal cookie. However, I do like to add in something fun for the kiddos whenever we do make them. And today, I believe I added the Trader Joe's M&Ms. So we added those in, but I also love adding ground flax seeds. I love the flavor, it gives it a really nutty flavor, and I just like the added kind of health benefits of them for the kiddos. And I also like using raw butter when I make them as well. But in the combination of just especially the ground flaxseed with the butter makes them just taste so good. So we're doing again a double batch of these just to have a bunch on hand, and then also for them to enjoy now.
I can see you far and wide across the ocean, above the clouds. In your presence I am free. I hear your whisper through the wind. Right now, there's no place that I would rather be. So let this moment last. I've searched myself, I've tried to figure out who I am, and you were.
So whenever we have the possibility of losing our power, we always make sure everything stays fully charged during the actual storm. So I went through, I made sure all of our book lights were charged, all of our actual solar lanterns were ready, we had flashlights in the batteries, I made the Yoda player stay on the charger, so we would have that. And then apart from just having like lighting things and devices charged, one of the other things I always try to keep up on leading up to a storm is making sure the laundry is always done. That just gives me a peace of mind of not having things build up for if we do lose power for a few days. And then I also make sure just all the dishes stay washed, everything stays relatively tidy. It just really helps me know that if we do lose power, I'm not going to feel totally behind because everything has already kind of been tidied up and kind of ready to go. So that's what I'm kind of intentionally doing right now, is wiping down everything. The longest we have lost power, that was about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago, was I think 6 days we lost power in the middle of the summer. And I was amazed at how much like just gets so dirty and out of hand even with just 6 days without power. So because I know that, and I know what to expect when we lose power for an extended period of time, I know what I missed, and that was making sure everything was kind of done and taken care of before we lose power. As you see, we're having leftovers for lunch today, and then we moved quickly back and forth in between finishing the cookies. My kiddos really like these little mini cookies, so I've been using little mini cookie cutters, or not cookie cutters, a cookie scoop, sorry. So I put all the little ones in the freezer, and then in the cookie jar, I just have our big ones for them to eat now. But the little ones I thought were great, especially for like a little snack and just something fun to have on hand in case we do lose power, which again, time will tell.
You give me strength, Lord, I finally know where I belong.
So a couple of other things I always do when it comes to preparing for a storm is I, of course, get all of our empty jars and fill those with water. I get all of our little warm blankets out, making sure we have those on hand. I make sure, again, all of the laundry is done, and then I get all the deep clean done with the vacuum. So I'll do the baseboards, I'll do under the bed, just anything that requires power that I know I'm not going to be able to do or potentially not be able to do for a while. I try to just go ahead and get it done. That way I just don't have to worry about it. So at this point in our day, it is now between 3 to 3:30, and this is also the time of day where I love starting our bread. That just makes sure that it is ready to eat by dinner time, because it does take about an hour and a half by the time it's needed, and then it also does its first rise and second rise, and then it actually bakes. So I always start it around 3, again, just to make sure it's ready. While it was doing its second rise, I went ahead and started putting our soup together. Ideally, I love simmering our broths for at least 10 hours, but because it didn't start it earlier enough today, it was only simmering for, I want to say, under 8 hours. So it was about 7 hours, but it still ended up being absolutely delicious. I love using soup bones exactly for this reason. And then we were doing just a really classic kind of beef stew. So we just did carrots and potatoes and onions. And of course, I got all the meat off of the bones, and it ended up being just really, really, really delicious. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me as I prepare for the upcoming storm weekend. And if you guys are also in the path of the storm, I pray that you all stay safe. And if you do enjoy the snow, I love the snow, I hope you're able to enjoy it. Anyway, with all that being said, thank you again for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Stay safe and God bless. Bye, guys.